So hi, this is Nick Williams and I'm sitting here with Julie Wookie. Hi Julie, how are you doing?
I'm well, thank you, really well.
Good to see you. You're a psychology of vision trainer, work with Chuck and Lindsay Sposano. We've been mates for about 15 years.
We have.
And you've kindly offered to kind of share some of your tips to my people that have been going through the Messenger program about how to get their message out into the world. So
Yes.
Thank you for offering to do that.
Not at all.
So in essence, if you can distill it, what is the message you share with people? What is it you want them to know and believe?
I think the most important thing is through learning, healing and growing in relationship and towards a greater feeling of love in relationship, a person can really start to know who they are and go for what they really want in life in terms of who they've come to be and how they've come to lead the way.
Thank you. And have you always recognised that impulse, or at what point in your life did you recognise the impulse to want to kind of be a messenger and have ideas to share?
Well, extraordinary enough, it was probably the first psychology of vision workshop I went to that really struck a chord in me around this absolutely makes sense. I want to learn more about this, and it was definitely ringing a bell in my mind about a calling of some kind. Before that, to be honest, I was doing all sorts of other things to do with horses, nursing. I was definitely in the caring industry, but something was missing. And it was at this point, in terms of teaching and trainings, that I went, nah, this is what I want to do.
This is the missing bit.
This is the missing bit.
Correct. And have you shown up, kind of fully confident, or have you had your fears along the way? And if you have had your fears, how have you dealt with them?
I've had plenty. I mean, I was a very nervous, sweaty, underconfident girl and young woman. Even when I was a mother, I was always unsure of myself. So stepping up as a trainer and giving trainings and teaching audiences of people was probably my greatest fear. But as they say, where your greatest fear is where your greatest gift lies. And with support, healing and encouragement, I probably faced about 6 confidence barriers that with courage I had to get myself through. It's self-attack and self-criticism that makes it all about us and forgets us to turn the cameras this way and start to shine outwards, that then helps us to step up and lead the way.
So is there one specific thing you've done to kind of get yourself beyond your fear?
Healing the confidence barrier that presents itself at that time, and basically it's healing self-attack and self-criticism. It's always been self-attack, where, I could have said it better, I could have done something else. And also the most crucial thing in learning about that is when you're in relationship with your audience, you can't fail because you're connected to them.
So be serving them rather than thinking about yourself.
That's right, exactly. And then hopefully, and usually and always, the inspiration turns up. Yeah.
Now you travel around the world speaking to hundreds of people in different audiences. What are the practical steps that you've taken to get from not doing any of this to being out there doing it?
Right.
What have you done that's made the difference?
Walk the boards, tread the boards. For years, in the early years, I used to drive up to London. I'm in Wiltshire, drive for a couple of hours up to London, set up my little music system and do my little workshops for 1 or 2 people and keep giving. Because it's through the giving and your confidence that you then get known, become attractive, and your energy is expanding all the time, that then creates your confidence that brings in as many people as you have the confidence to serve.
So really showing up, something I talk about a lot. So you just showed up, you had an impulse and you showed up, and you've grown in confidence, and as you've grown in confidence, you've attracted more interest. And
of course the other thing is you're ardent. You absolutely are passionate about what it is you want to talk about. And you cannot not want to share it with 1 or 100 people because it's your message.
Brilliant. And what would you say has most caused your success?
Relationships. Basically my personal relationship with my husband Nigel and healing that to greater levels of partnership, I think is the foundation of my success. And then being able to be in partnership with friends or partnership with other people and learn about relationships into partnership, that to me is the thing that is the rock bed that underpins any success I've had.
Brilliant. And how much of this has felt like it's been your plan, and how much of it has felt like it's been a bigger plan that's unfolded?
Well, I think the biggest mistake I did in the first place was to make it my plan, what I wanted to do.
It's usually a recipe for disaster.
Disaster. So we did have a few disasters, of course, in the early days. The more I get myself out of the way and what I think, and let my inspiration and the divine plan work through me, then it cannot fail again. You know, it seems to be the best way to run things, is to allow whatever we call it, the Holy Spirit, the divine plan, our inspiration, to guide us. We just need to get out of the way.
But it's even, for some people, it's even knowing that that plan and that inspiration exists.
Exactly.
That we can hook into and allow in.
Yeah, that's true, and that's a muscle that can be developed. It's everybody has it. We're just not open to it. So it's, again, something that you can learn about. Yeah.
So you're loving what you do, you're being very effective, and you're a real leader out in the world. If you could talk to the you that you were 15 or 20 years ago that was just starting out on this path, how would you mentor her? What advice and love and encouragement, what would you give her? What would you tell the young Julie?
I would tell the young Julie, never give up. Never give up on how valuable and lovable you are, and how your personal expression is the missing ingredient that the world is waiting for. Follow your heart, you know, and remember to pray hard.
Great. And for anyone else watching or listening to this who's, you know, got a message and they want to get out in the world and reach the people that they feel they're destined to reach, what other tips would you encourage them or share with them?
I just say, don't let anything stop you. You know, let nothing stop you. If, you know, self-attack or fears or unsure of yourself, you know, don't let that stop you. It's just a trap. You know, every human being has come to put their personal imprint, their personal, as I said, expression, but what it is they want to say and express it in the world. And the world is a more sorrowful place without that expression, even if it's a lovely smile, even if it's one act of kindness. If that's who you've come to live, to be and to give in the world, then that's what will make the difference. And I just say, you know, don't let anything stop you. I mean, the world needs leaders, and there are so many potential leaders in our villages, our communities, societies in the world, and it's like, you know, it's time to take that place, to meet the challenge of leadership.
We are the leaders, and we are the answer to our prayers.
That's right, that's the good news.
Yeah. Great. Thanks, Julie. Been lovely to talk to you.
Nick. Nice
Hope you've enjoyed this. Hope it's been useful.
Thanks.
Thanks.